In this video, we're going to talk about the 4 key steps to learning a new habit or a new skill. And I've taken this from Sage Media, the neuroscience of learning, and I use the acronym AGES. So attention, generation, emotion, and spacing. What that means, and for this video, we're going to use it in relation to doing a single leg step up type of movement. So, as a physical therapist, I think a lot about things as something hurts. We need to change around that movement pattern so it no longer hurts and they can do something in their daily life easier. So, for the single leg step up, we first let's say this person's having lower back pain as they're doing a single leg step up. When we do the movement, we need to bring attention. So we need to bring focus on the habit or task that's being learned. As they go into that press up movement, I want to make sure that they're using their glutes and their hamstrings and they're not over recruiting their spine to perform the motion. So we're going to bring attention to what muscles are working in the body. And that attention is directly associated then to connecting what's happening in their mind to a feeling in their body. So bringing in more somatosensory awareness, bringing in a new pattern that is different from their old one and no longer causes pain. And for that movement, we want to use the glutes and the hamstrings are the biggest muscles in the body. And likely, if they're using those, we're going to be bracing or protecting the lower back from feeling any pain or discomfort. So, first is attention. Second, generation. That means we need to generate a meaning to the task. This individual, let's say, is having pain going upstairs. They'll feel pain in their low back after going upstairs. So by training the new pattern, by bringing attention and focus to how to do a step up movement, which directly mimics going up the stairs, we're going to generate meaning to, hey, if you can do this regularly throughout the day and do it without pain, then that's going to connect your ability to go up and down stairs throughout the day. Next is emotion. Pain has fear, stress, guarding, apprehension. There's all these negative emotions associated with pain. So when we're teaching a new habit or a new skill, we need to relate it to a positive emotion. For movement, this is fairly easy because if you can teach them to move in a less pain-free manner, that's going to release dopamine. It's going to give them kind of an idea of hope around how to move and how to feel better with movement. So we need to create a positive emotion. And so for that, it can be as simple as, wow, I can now push up on a 16-inch box or a 12-inch step, and I no longer have pain with that movement anymore. So creating that positive emotional cycle around a movement that was previously painful, showing them that they can do it without pain is a direct connection to releasing dopamine and having a positive response to that exercise. And then lastly, spacing and repetition. With a lot of injuries, people come in with these chronic, regular, ongoing things because of how they move is then repetitively creating a negative stimulus. So by having them, one, do bulk amounts of repetition to teach the body what it should feel like, and then two, doing spaced repetitions throughout the day, having them regularly practice the pattern is a great way for them to retrain the movement pattern to do it correctly. If you only do something a few times once a day in the morning, it's likely not going to have carryover throughout the entire day. So we're not going to change the pattern. By doing repetitions 5, 6 times a day, practicing the muscle activation, bringing attention and feeling to what's happening, making sure that they're connecting that back to a meaningful task, then that's the way to really change a habit. So think about this when you're working with clients, when you're trying to change around your own habits or learn a new skill, use the AGES acronym of attention, generation, emotion, and then spacing of repetition.